Welcome to a special edition of Inside the Hashes podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Roberts. My next guest is a young man who plays his college ball in the city of Pittsburgh. Everyone knows that the Steel City is known for playing tough physical football, and my special guest is a big advocate of that game. This is senior left tackle from Duquesne, Alex Conley. Thankfully, I am here to talk to Alex today about his college career so far and perhaps some future aspirations afterwards.
Alex, what have you been up to so far this offseason?
So starting in January, around when the season stopped, we, of course, started off-season lifted about 4 days a week, did some conditioning. Took that all until about the spring ball, which started early for us this year. That went really well. The team looked great. And then we took that all the way to finals. Had about like a week off, and we've just been doing summer off-season lifting. Personally, I've been doing lifting. I have an internship in Pittsburgh, and I'm taking a class right now. So summer so far has been doing great.
Awesome. What's the internship that you have going on?
It's with Wilson McGinley Beer Wholesaler in Lawrenceville, PA.
Oh, wow. What do they have you doing over there?
Pretty much the big intern program was, I don't know if you heard, it's called Arnold Palmer Spikes.
Yes, I have.
So what we do is the interns, our big thing is we just go to local golf courses and promote it there because, of course, that would be a good affiliation with Arnold Palmer. Then we just set up little tastings or promotions and set those up. And then other than that, we'll go with some sales reps, go with them to their accounts and set up orders and anything new products they want. So it's really interesting. It's really fun. I really enjoy it.
Awesome. Well, for a second here, Alex, before we start talking about your college career, I want to take you back to high school for a second.
Okay.
Some of your accomplishments: first team all-conference, first team all-district, all-Ohio. So my question for you is, what was your recruitment process like, and why did you end up choosing Duquesne?
It was a tough time, You go through the whole process, you go through camps. It's not the most glamorous thing to do in the world, but it's interesting and it's something that needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Early on, my first offer came from the University of Buffalo. So they were my first offer, the most interested, and then other MAC schools were showing interest as well. And I just kept waiting and waiting. I didn't like the idea of committing to somebody just to be safe or however and go to somebody else. So I was just waiting, see what was out there. And then by the time I was going to make my decision, I was a little bit late, which was my fault. I should have been smarter about that. So then schools like Duquesne started coming in, a lot of the FCS schools. And Coach Dunn, who's the head coach at County PA now, he was my recruiter. He came into my wall station one day, sat me down to a couple of my other teammates, really talked up Duquesne, really enjoyed it, and pulled me aside, said they wanted to offer me a full ride. So a couple weeks later, I took my official visit. I knew a couple guys from high school that were on the team at that time. I loved Pittsburgh. It was a good school. So after that visit, I really just made my decision. I'm like, you know what, I'm going to go to Duquesne.
And how far is Duquesne from your hometown in Ohio?
2 hours. I'm from Akron, Ohio. It's barely 2 hours.
Okay. And does that close enough that the family can get to most of your games?
Yes. My parents haven't missed a football game in about 10 years now.
Awesome. That's wonderful. And how excited were they when you had that opportunity to get the full scholarship to go play football in college?
They loved it because I had an older brother. He played Division II at Ashton towards Columbus, and they kind of went through that process. But again, they're the same emotions throughout the whole process. Supported me all the way, and they loved it, and they've loved the decision ever since.
Mm-hmm. The last 2 years, obviously, you've made a return on their scholarship offer. You've been the starting left tackle. You were named 2017 All-NEC first team selection. Can you just take me into the mind of an offensive lineman? What are your favorite parts of playing the game, and how close are you with the other offensive linemen as a unit?
So ever since freshman year, offensive linemen, in my opinion, we have the closest, tightest bond. My best friends are on the offensive line. I got a couple of best friends on the D-line. It's just, when you're in practice, when you're in a game, you're closer with nobody else, and you need to work with those other four guys in order to have the team succeed. So it's never a one individual effort that's going to win it. It's all five of the guys. And to have all five of them, you have to develop a relationship. You just can't practice together and go through the motions. You got to hang out. You got to have fun. You got to work hard together and all that stuff.
Right. And what is the most enjoyable thing for you on a football field? Are you a run blocker? Do you prefer pass blocking? What kind of does it for you?
Linemen always tell you pass blocking is the worst because that's like a little bit of a hard situation, a little bit on an island.
Mm-hmm.
Either pass blocking or run blocking, I'm fine with, but when it comes down to it, I just love pushing the man against his own well and pushing him in the ground, so I'd have to say run blocking is my favorite.
Well, going along just kind of with your style, can you just describe yourself as a player and what are some of your biggest strengths?
I'd say my biggest strength is versatility. Throughout high school, I was on the right side. Throughout Duquesne, and left side tackle, I play guard. And then when it comes to the play, I think my technique is my best attribute. I'm really good at keeping my hands inside. My feet, I just keep a solid base, in my opinion. And that's probably technique and versatility are my two big strong points.
And then on the other side of it, obviously everyone has things that they can always improve on. Are there a couple things you might be focusing on most improving going into your last year?
I think being able to recognize defenses instead of just being able to recognize what the D linemen are doing or the linebackers, maybe take a more in-depth look at what the safeties and the DBs are doing. So being able to recognize a whole defense and being able to know what's going to happen for the ball snaps.
And you being a senior, I'm sure that you are entrenched already as a leader on the team. Can you just kind of describe yourself as a leader, and who are some other guys that the team is depending on most from a leadership standpoint?
So right now we have one of our captains from last year, Matt Fitzpatrick, our left guard, who has been playing next year for the past 2 years. Right now he's been our rock. He's the type of kid who'll just lead by example. He doesn't need to hoot and holler and everything. He just goes in the way he does on the practice field, in the classroom, works his butt off and all that. Some other guys include Jonathan Mustachi, one of our corners, and Hardy Crawford, both hardworking guys. And then as far as myself goes, I see myself not like Fitz or like Matt Fitzpatrick. I see myself as not a hoot and holler guy, but I try to lead by example. Whenever I'm at practice, if there's a younger lineman he has a question I'm always willing to ask, I just try to lead my work on the field. I don't try and showboat and do what I'm not meant to be doing or something like that. So I'm more just lead by example kind of guy.
Okay. And as far as the 2018 season, it being your last one, what are some goals that you have for it right now? What would make it a successful year?
Of course, win the NEC title, go to the playoffs again. It's been a long time since we played William and Mary about 2-3 years ago. That's the ultimate goal, to win the conference and go to the playoffs.
Okay. I know being an offensive lineman, it might be a nature of the position, but is there any individual goals that offensive linemen set, or is it more just a team unity?
Of course, that person, they wouldn't say it, but of course they want their individual stuff to the best they can be. But when it comes down to it, like you said, being an offensive lineman, you just want the rest of your offensive line, the rest of your team to do as best they can and win as much as they can.
Okay. And I'm throwing a hypothetical one out here for you. We're going to say it's after the season. You achieved every goal you set. The team had a ton of success. You're graduated. My question for you is, what's next for Alex Conley? What's the dream?
My dream, of course, is the NFL. As soon as the season's done, I'm going to do what it needs to be done. If that's find an agent or whatever, do all that. Go work out wherever I need to be, wherever I'll best improve myself, and then take that job in the NFL.
Awesome. And you being a guy that grew up in Ohio, but now you reside in Pittsburgh for school, what's the dream team for you if this did happen? Is it the Browns, Bengals, Steelers? Who's kind of the dream team for you?
I mean, obviously, if I ever got the shot, I'd play for anybody in a heartbeat, but I guess I would prefer any AFC team, I guess, would be my dream team. Just growing up watching them every day with Browns games and all that, I just like the mentality they all have, and I think AFC North would just be perfect for me.
Here's the last question for you, Alex. We're going to go a few more years down the line now into the future. There are some Duquesne supporters looking back on your career. What will they be talking about? What do you want to be your lasting legacy at Duquesne?
As far as my legacy goes, I just want to lay the foundation of just being a hardworking individual. Doesn't matter what position you're at. Go to Duquesne, work your butt off, make the best of it, win championships. I just want to instill that mentality that when you're at Duquesne, you're going to give it your all and you're just going to have a great time.
Awesome. Well, Alex, I want to thank you so much for taking the time with me today, and I wish you all the luck for the 2018 season and way beyond that, okay?
Thank you very much, sir.
With that, this will end my interview with Duquesne senior offensive lineman Alex Conley. I'd like to thank Alex again for taking the time to speak to me today, and all the listeners for continuing to support and tuning in. Please join me and the rest of the crew for the next edition of Inside the Hashes.